Hello, and welcome back. Another video of the TI4 browser app series. So before I get started on this video, we're just going to outline a few new changes to the app. I just want to remind everyone about the announcement here on the bottom of the screen that on November 1st, the app will be temporarily in maintenance mode, and so all games and user accounts are going to be wiped. So if you are playing any games right now, would encourage you to try to wrap those up if you want to finish them, and probably not the best idea to be starting new games unless you're planning on getting through them in a day or a couple weeks. But anyways, in this video, I'm just going to be going over two new features. First has to do with the completed games tab here. So now when you finish a game, previously before we had active game tabs, lobby tabs, and if you finished a game, your game would kind of just hang in the active game tabs, but now we have a complete game tab, and we have a little icon here to just at a quick glance show who the winner is of that game. So that's a small little update there. So in this game, we can see it was a 3-player game, 10 victory points, and Alice was able to manage to win that game. The other update, a little more important here for usability, if we jump into this game, we've had some really good recommendations lately about being able to tell if a technology card is exhausted or not. And previously the only way to do this was by looking through the game log, but now we've made this a lot easier. So if you open the player info tab, instead of having to hover over the cards to see if they've been used or not, which you can still do because obviously you want to be able to see the detail of the cards, but now cards that have been exhausted will be grayed, the text will be grayed out. And that way it's a lot easier to just navigate through these tabs and be able to see who's used what. Like if you want to see how many planet cards a player's exhausted in the late game, if you actually have to go and hover over each card, that can get quite tedious to keep track of. But this way, it's a lot easier to just see that, for example, Charlie hasn't exhausted his 1 planet card yet, but he has exhausted both the strategy cards. And actually, if you hover over Alice here, you can see that Graviton Laser has already been used because it's grayed out. So that's a really important feature update. That's going to make this information a lot easier to access for our players. Yeah, I guess previously what we had was these strategy cards would be flipped, but it's not probably the best thing because then you can't actually see what's written on the cards. So rather, instead of flipping them, the text will just be grayed out and you can still see what's on these cards. So that is that. That's pretty much all I wanted to cover for this video. I will say stay tuned for videos in the future. We're thinking of perhaps looking into some prize money type tournaments using the app. The early stages of thinking about how to do that is in the making, and probably when the servers are down, more thought and videos will be put into that. So stay tuned. Otherwise, I'm going to stop this video here and enjoy the rest of your day. And we'll see you next time.